The NHL isn't all happy-go-lucky. There's things that happen behind the scenes. However, one of the most bizarre and twisted moments happened after the 2003-2004 playoffs when NHL player Mike Danton's life would take a huge turn, and when it's revealed, creates a loophole of confusion, controversy, and mayhem. This was him. Me, Mike Jefferson. Drafted 137th overall by the New Jersey Devils, he was a big guy trying to make a name for himself. He would eventually become a St. Louis Blues player, and it was when this happened that the truth would be told. After scoring his first playoffs goal with the Blues, he was also attempting something deadly and terrifying. He was hiring a hitman to take someone out, and that someone was speculated to be his former coach, David Frost. Frost was controversial in his own way. In fact, it was rumored he'd punch his players in the face to motivate them to do better. Frost seemed to be hiding things of his own, but was always a big influence to Jefferson. However, he became so attached to Frost that he was slowly separating himself from his family, and was even influenced to change his last name to Danton to furthermore separate him from his loved ones. Now, Danton would start to rely on Frost for almost everything.
That'd be a fallacy, and not only did I do that, but I overdid that. 100%, for sure.
A man essentially took control of another man's personality.
However, Danton's father, Stephen, has always been a negative influence according to him. He was rumored to have abused Danton, so some can argue Danton changed his last name to get away from his father, and he made those decisions himself. So, here we are. It's Game 5, San Jose vs. St. Louis. Now, prior to, Danton already called the hitman to check and see how things were going.
Hey Ronnie, it's Mike calling. If you can't do this, let me know so I can try and find another way to do this because this is getting real serious. He's still in my place tonight and tomorrow night.
However, it was rumored that the photo the hitman was shown was a photo of none other than his former head coach, David Frost. To further back it up, Frost remembers people approaching him as he was alone in the apartment, the men claiming they knew Danton. However, he mentions if they really knew him, they'd be in San Jose. The men were arrested, and so was Danton. But after, it would all be revealed. Danton would be brought into the San Jose Police Department. He was charged with conspiracy. He would go on to spend 7 years in jail. However, the conversations between him and Frost would continue.
Hey, yeah. You want me? Yeah. Say it. Okay. Do you? Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
When all was being released, Frost kept asking Danton if he should feel safe, but was also heard saying, "I love you," and that would spark concern. People were beginning to wonder if this was more than a father figure-like relationship. However, both denied it.
I tell you that Mike and I did not end conversations on a regular basis like that, but I'm not afraid to say that my wife and I think of him as a son.
Every time Danton would be asked about who his target truly was, he'd never give it up. However, he still claims that it was his father. As for Frost, he would be charged for sexual exploitation for allegedly hosting alcohol-fused sex parties involving teenagers. Now, Danton is attending school, almost having a 4.0 GPA, and is playing in another league. He says jail time changed his life. Frost is still heavily confused. However, so are we. As to this day, we still don't know who Danton's target really was. That's the end of today's video. If you liked today's video and the content on the channel, hit the like button. To support us, hit the subscribe button and bell to get notified when we upload. I'm Paul DiRienzo, and I'll catch you next time.